Alright, good afternoon everyone. I got home from inspecting a new property that we just closed on, and I found BattlBox at my front door. So, now we're going to do a review on this, and so what we got. I have seen a review on this, so I have an idea what's in here, but I wasn't really able to get a look at the stuff too much, so we're going to get an up front look and see what we have here. I'll be a little more prepared to talk about what's in here. So, alright. First item is emergency eye shields, so like emergency sunglasses. I'm not going to pop these out of the box or out of the container. I don't know if I can get them back in. But these seem pretty decent. You know, that's a small package. Throw that in your bag, emergency sunglasses. That is $9.99. Next item. Okay. It's kind of big. I mean, this is more of a normal camping thing, not really an EDC or hiking or anything like that. The theme of this is base camp, so this makes a little more sense. A 5-gallon collapsible water jug. So this pops out, and I believe this becomes basically a cube. So you can see how big that is. So cube that, and it's 5 gallons of water. Now, fill this with clean water. I guess fill it with dirty water. You can take it back to your camp and filter it yourself. But it's a 5-gallon collapsible water jug. I mean, that will fit into a rucksack, but it's a lot of space. Although it is very light. $13.99 for that. Okay, this I thought was very interesting. Case filled with various types of ointments. Actually, not a bad case. I mean, there's pockets and stuff in there. That's a pretty decent little med case thing. But in here, I'm not going to go through this, but lots of different ointments. It's all skincare related. So there's sunscreen on there. There's bug bite stuff. There's poison ivy stuff. Pretty neat, pretty useful. I like that. I think that's very good, especially as we're coming into spring and then into summer. You know, we don't really have to deal with bugs or skin issues here in the winter, but we will. $10.99 for that, and I like that. It might be something to pick up. Okay, this is something I really want to look at. It is a fleece sleeping bag. Fleece sleeping bag. The dimensions seem pretty nice. It was 70 some inches long and 35 inches. Yes, 75 inches long, 32 inches when it's laid out. So 1 pound, 4 ounces. And I think this works better as a liner. You'd put it in your sleeping bag as an additional layer, additional liner. Yeah, it's fleece. It feels like a pretty lightweight fleece, but it doesn't feel flimsy. I mean, it feels substantial. So it's a interesting thing. I don't see a rating here for temperature, so no idea, you know, what this is rated for that. But I think as a good size, that compresses down pretty good. I think you can put that as a liner in your bag, or maybe take that along, pop in that, and throw your wool blanket over that. You can be pretty warm for a night. So, that's $19.99, $20 for that. Seems like a pretty good product. That is the basic box. That's a $25 box. You get $20 sleeping bag, $10 emergency sunglasses, $12 skincare kit, and $10 5-gallon water. That's in your $25 basic box. That's pretty good. I'll say that's a pretty decent deal for that. Now we get the advanced. We get the level 2. So the next 2 items are the parts of that advanced box, and let's just get into that. This is a Nebo Poppy lantern. Pop-up lantern like that, but it also has a spotlight. It's got a hook up here you can hold for the spotlight. I believe it is 300 lumens for the spotlight, 120 lumens for the lantern. It's got batteries in there, but it didn't turn on. I don't know if there's a button or something. Let's take a look. I can't figure out how to turn this thing on. Oh no, there's a button right there. Okay, that's a pretty good lantern right there. Don't know how to do the spotlight, but oh, okay. I don't know how to do the spotlight, but it's got the handle for the spotlight, but then you can also unhook the bottom part of that handle, flip it over top, hook it in here, and then you got a hanger for the lantern. So that's pretty neat. It feels pretty durable. It's kind of got a rubberized coating on that. So I think that's a pretty good piece of gear there, especially for the campsite. Pretty lightweight, won't take up too much room in your pack, but if you're going camping, I think that's a pretty decent piece. That is $16.99. The next thing, we're going to call this the blade. It is the Vaughn Camp Axe. That is small. I mean, just look how that compares to my hand. So this would really just be used for kindling. I mean, it's pretty sharp. It's a pretty thin profile, but you just don't have leverage on this. I wouldn't really go at anything on this other than chopping up existing cut wood and trying to get kindling. If you have a twig stove, this would be great for that. If you're trying to feed really any sort of enclosed heating apparatus where you really need to get things small, this would be great. I mean, you're able to wield it decently. It's sharp, it's thin. I think you can cut some stuff pretty thin with this, and it'd be really great. That is $23.37. I am looking forward to playing with this next week at the camp. So again, the advanced box is the Camp Axe and the lantern. Pretty decent. That's the $50 box. So we got those, and then the other stuff: the sleeping bag, the skincare, the sunglasses, and the water. I don't particularly think this was a great box, but I don't think it's a bad box. I'm not upset by any means. A lot of the stuff in here, in fact, I think everything in here I would be willing to take. There's nothing in here that's just like, I don't want that. Even the water, there is use for that. There's a lot of use for that. So I'm not even upset about it, even though it is larger and unwieldy. But from a non-EDC standpoint, from a non-bug-out standpoint, you know, I think that's a decent piece of gear just to have for more set-piece camping. So I'm happy with it. Like I said, it's not great. It's nowhere close to great. It's not even in their top 10 boxes over the last like 3 years, but definitely not bad. So I'm happy. Let me know what you think. Let me know what gear you like in here. Let me know if, what you would like to see in a base camp themed box. You know, this is about set piece camping, going out, spending multiple days. Let me know what you would like to have seen in this box, and I'll be back in a few with the barrel and blade video.